Randeep Grewal is chairman and founder of Green Dragon Gas. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us on the show, on the program. I just want people out there to understand what coal bed methane is. It's the same thing as coal seam gas. It depends on what country you come from and what culture you come from. But basically, it's essentially a wonderful byproduct, or that's how it was discovered, was as a wonderful byproduct of other products, and it's just the icing on the cake, right?
It is. I mean, it's unconventional gas. Mm-hmm. So the gas that we're producing is a molecular within the coal itself. In the old days, you would say, send the canary into a mine. If it doesn't come back, don't go in. Mm-hmm. But those are methane molecules seeping out of the coal. Right. So later on, when gas became prolific energy resource in the mid-'80s, we started drilling into deeper coals for the sole purposes of producing the gas. It's 99.8% pure fuel. Being biased, I think it's the cleanest form of energy in the world.
Right. And of course, we're animal lovers today. We've got PETA and everything, and we don't need to send canaries into these mines anymore. We've got much better ways to do these things, right?
Precisely.
Now, so here you are. You and I are talking. You and Orion and I are talking. It's a London-listed company, and yet Belt and Road is going to be your future for many, many years. How does that figure? I mean, what is your footprint right now? What is the starting point, and where is it going to be? Where is it going to be?
So I think when we think about the Belt and Road Initiative, it's really a remarkable step that Xi Jinping and the government have taken to lock up 64 countries into a great industrial cohesiveness. I think Green Dragon Gas naturally will win because we are a domestic gas producer of China from clean coal that exists throughout the landscape of China itself. The great thing with the road initiative, more demand, more domestic gas, and what I hope happens, that every truck driving on that lovely road that gets built runs on natural gas. That's what we, Green Dragon Gas, would like to see. Right. So we're looking forward to that going forward.
Say hi to Oriole, my partner, in Singapore there.
Hi, Randeep. Great to have you with us. Thanks so much for joining us today. You're talking about this type of gas as being one of the cleanest forms of energy around. How do you compete, and in fact, do you compete with other forms of green energy, which of course China's at the forefront of? I mean, solar energy and wind energy, wind power, that sort of thing.
So I think, Oriel, if you consolidate all the other alternative energies together, I mean, natural gas consumption or utilization globally dwarfs all of that by a factor of 5. So yes, the other renewable energies are very exciting and they're coming online and they should continue to come online. But the benefit of coal bed methane is we have a large natural gas network already in place. Coal bed methane is the extraction of gas molecules from coal that come directly into the same pipe infrastructure. So the great thing about coal bed methane is that as it comes online, and we've been at this for over 20 years in China, we are by far the government's largest partner on the production of coal bed methane, or the Aussies call it coal seam gas. That gas molecule goes directly into the same infrastructure. So you don't have to build something new. You simply produce it from the coal without mining the coal, without touching the coal. And we do it without a drop of chemical. So therefore, when I say it's environmentally accretive, it's environmentally accretive every step of the way. The first thing we produce is the water molecule. And if you produce it without chemicals, the water is clean. The farmers love it. As the water gets dissolved from the coal, the gas seeps behind it, and it's pure fuel.
Did you hear that, Oriole? No fracking, no hydraulic fracking, no ruining the land, no cracking the earth, that sort of thing, I think is what Randeep's trying to get across to us.
Listening very closely, in fact, Bernie. Now, Randeep, it sounds like you're talking about some fairly big dreams. You want every truck on that big road in China that's being built to run on coal seam gas. Now, let me ask you: you've got some fairly big deals that you need to get signed in the next couple of years. Would that be right? I mean, what's your focus right now?
So we're spread across 7,600 square kilometers in China. We're sitting on 25 trillion cubic feet of gas resources. We're in production after 20 years, where we spent a decade just developing the clean extraction technology. All of this is coming together to an inflection point. Yes, it's a lovely dream to have every truck run on gas. Whether it's gas or LNG, it is still originating from natural gas. It's a dream that can happen. 20 years ago, we couldn't dream of cars driving without a driver. Today, we look forward and say that is going to happen. So yes, to some it might be a dream. To me, it's a reality. It makes sense to run transportation on natural gas. And where you've got large resources like China does, the third largest in the world, behind Russia and Canada, we can clearly fuel this transport. That's what we look forward to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about driverless cars there, and nobody wants that to come faster to my household than my wife and my in-laws, that's for sure. Randeep, thank you very much for joining RLME today. We learned a lot on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your